this box and how it's doing. So this is my best producing box. This is actually one of the ones that I am doing a study with the layers of mulm and how it helps with feeding, how it helps with oxygen, how it helps with ammonia. So stay tuned because there's going to be more updates on that. And plus, I am already getting the food from Fluval and Hikari. We're going to be testing. We're going to be doing 2 separate rounds. And we're going to see once and for all what is the best thing to feed your blackworms. So stay tuned because that's definitely going to be fun. So what I'm doing right now is I'm feeding these, I guess, medium-sized pellets. They are from Xtreme. I had a few bags of these laying around, so I went ahead and figured, why not? I have them in 3 different sizes, so this is a good pre-test. The temperature isn't for regeneration. It is not that I'm looking to see how quickly they're going to regenerate from this food. I'm literally only looking at what the food is going to do with this layer right here, and that's it. Because the different amounts that you have will react differently. So we're going to see exactly what happens. I've never kept that much in a box, and so far it has been a game changer for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and start feeding them. I'm giving them 1/8 of a teaspoon twice a day. I stopped giving them so much at once. I was afraid. They kept eating and eating and eating. And what happens is when you give them food, the minute it starts to break down, the microbes go crazy. They start multiplying. So there's all this bacteria starting to eat the food and surround it, part of the decaying process. And it demands oxygen. It demands a lot of oxygen. So you can't give too much. You will crash the box if it doesn't have proper oxygen in it. And blackworms don't need much oxygen at all. But if it gets below a crucial point, then that's it. The whole box will crash within minutes. And it's not about the food staying in there too long and fouling the water. It's about the oxygen dropping too quickly and smothering all the organisms in here. So you got to make sure you're feeding just enough. It is a balanced ecosystem. You have to play this dance with it. You will learn your blackworms after a while. You will know what to look for. You will know what signs to look for danger. So one of the things you want to look for when you feed your blackworms, if you notice, when you put the food in, and if you shine light, they don't like light very much, but it won't hurt them. You're going to start to see some bubbles coming up. And the reason why the bubbles are coming up is the worms are going to start to move around the biological layer. That's the layer of mulm. So that gas you see coming up is exactly the sign you want to see. You want to see slow little bubbles. You don't want to see big bubbles. You want to make sure this is coming out of your system steady. If big bubbles form, that means there's an issue. So be careful, keep an eye on that. And you also don't want to smell any rotten eggs. Rotten eggs means it's bad. So we're going to keep an eye on the smell and the color. And if you notice, they are crawling all around this layer. I mean, they're all the way at the bottom. So that's how it constantly gets turned over. And as the bubbles keep going, that means you know the system is nice and healthy. So even this black layer that's forming, I've tested it several times. It doesn't have a rotten egg smell. Everything looks great with this box. I would never been able to feed this box that much food if it didn't have that much mulm in it. This box would have crashed a long time ago. One, I don't even think I could keep this many worms in a box without that much processing layer. So you got to have a balance. We're going to keep checking on this one, and we're going to keep letting it propagate. I'm slowly chopping it once a week. Nothing crazy. Like I said, this is not for regeneration, but I do want to see how they are hanging in there and seeing how much they can really get in a box. I mean, honestly, that's the whole point before the food trial. And so far, they're looking good. Only one time they started to climb the sides. I put an air stone in it, and they went right down. So this is really an interesting test. I've been studying them for 5 years now, and I swear, every time I do a different study or do a different trial, I find something new. So then it takes me down another path. So this has been the craziest journey ever, playing with worms for the last 5 years. And apparently I have a whole bunch of people that are right beside me and are crazy interested too. So glad you all are enjoying this. Literally, this is breakthrough information. You're not going to find it anywhere else. You're not going to hear it from anywhere else. And you're not going to see it anywhere else. So guys, stay tuned. I got some cool lives coming up for you next week. And shoot me a message. Leave a comment if you have any requests on what do you want to see next. And have a good night, all.